Well, hello there, friends. I excuse the tinniness. I'm on a laptop. I tried syncing up my DJI, but it didn't work. So I'm using the laptop mic, and I'm obviously using a laptop and not my desktop. But here's the beautiful thing. Welcome to 2025. As you can see on the bottom right corner of my screen. Happy New Year. I hope each and every single one of you is having an amazing day, and hope y'all had a wonderful 2024. So I am going to do a 2024 recap, year in review, and I'm just going to jump right into it. Boom. Season 10, Episode 1. Who would have thought I'd be vlogging my life for the last 10 years? And I've got some pretty awesome news moving into 2025 or Season 11. And yeah, kicked off the year going to Dallas, Texas. And what was that? That was mostly Cutco stuff. So met up with Vonnie Fast and Alana, the Toronto knife gal. And we had a Cutco conference. John Rulin was there, the late John Rulin, bless his heart. It was about closing gifts. It was about custom client gifts, gifting in general, about using Cutco, engraving your name, number, logo on it, and pretty much giving it away as a gift. So learned a whole bunch there. Went to Dallas for the first time. Met up with my buddy Coco and just enjoyed life there. Then, of course, we came back into the new year and I started playing more volleyball. And it was one of those sports that I told my friend Annie, no, I don't want to play. She asked me again, no, I don't want to play. Then she asked me again. I was like, no, I don't want to play. And then Gally was like, hey, you want to play volleyball? I was like, yeah, sure. So I am now officially obsessed with volleyball. I'm gonna go play at 7 o'clock. It's 5:30 right now, and here just going to open houses, sponsoring open houses for all the real estate stuff. That's Arvin, and oh, in this little clip that you can see, I did my DEXA scan. So I have my doctor's appointment on Monday, which is the 6th, and I'll book my DEXA scan before I head out to the mountains for season 11. Wow. Doubling down in Chinatown. This is okay. I'm working out here. I know I'm just going through the clips, but doubling down in Chinatown, Will and I ended up opening up, are opening up English. We're opening up a cocktail bar and a speakeasy whiskey bar called Boa and Hare. So the boa constrictor and the hare, like the rabbit. Now, what's beautiful about it is I'm the year of the snake, Will's the year of the rabbit. So the rabbit will represent the caffeine, the jumping and the hopping around and going fast, fast, fast. Whereas snake is like the slow pour, where you pour your drink, you sit back, and you just enjoy company with your friends. So in this video, it really is just documenting the process of signing all the paperwork, and believe it or not, it's going to be a full year. Like, it's crazy, literally a full year, and now we're opening. And I will literally show you the challenges that I went through for that whole thing. Demolition day, pretty straightforward. We were just ripping things apart in the second location. Now, in terms of like the branding, as you can see, I started adding more of the editing where it's like the thumbnail is super important. Like, oh my god, meetings, V-ball, open house. At the end of the day, I'm playing around with it. Like, I don't really care for it, but I know with like the monetization with YouTube, it does help. So for me, it's actually great that I can look at the essentially the text and I could be like, oh, I remember it. But for the normal audience, whether you're watching or someone new comes in, you don't really care unless there's something that's really interesting with it. So I'm just learning that YouTube's mostly about how to do a viral clip of your thumbnail. So there's, I'll show you at the end too, but Will and I did commercial real estate and we sold the building, and I can say something clickbaity like, "We got paid $200,000 to buy real estate," and I feel like that will have a lot more clickbaity type of stuff. But don't hate the game, hate the player. So, oh no, wait, don't hate the player, hate the game. Anyways, doesn't matter. So demolition day, it was just there. Uncle Tommy was there helping us rip that whole bar out, and let me tell you, so many complications. Here, oh shoot, I went all the way back up to the very bitty top. It's Okay, I'm gonna scroll back down. Oh, spoil alert. There we go. So here, I wonder if I can. Oh gosh, I'm using this like super ergonomical mice. Doesn't matter. So, 100 goals and dreams and aspirations. If you are unsure of what you need to do in 2025 and moving forward with purpose and fulfillment, write down 100 goals, dreams, and aspirations, and your subconscious will seek it out in the universe. Now, sure, it does sound a little fancy and a little woo-woo, but I do believe in it, where if you do write down 100 goals and dreams, there are many basic things that in your environment, in your proximity, that people already know. So, for example, I want to retire my mom and dad. I want to have that house, the car, the white picket fence, or or get the savings account up, or go to trips to specific countries that you really enjoy, Korea, Japan, right? So those are great dreams. Now, what are you going to do to go through the process to make it happen? And you'd be surprised after you do 100, your first 30, I'm going to tell you the answers because you're going to have to ask the questions yourself. Is that, okay, uh, what does it look like to go to Japan? And then you reverse engineer how much it costs to go to Japan. When do you want to go to Japan? And then it's really breaking down the SMART goal, which is the specific, measurable, action-oriented, realistic, timely goals. But I'm doing it in a more holistic way, a little bit more generalized, because it is a lot healthier on how to interact with not the exterior, but with your interior, your intrinsic self. I love the personal development stuff. I'm a lot more confident talking about it now because I've got a little bit proof of the pudding that I did some pretty cool shit this year. Rest and recovery. Just kidding. I went to Nick's show at, I think it was, oh gosh, Sober Up here in Edmonton. And yeah, right here, the leak is roof. The leak is roofing. The roof is leaking, meaning when we did the demo right here, it was so bad. Hold on, let me plop this open.
And today we're gonna go to Trail.
And today we're gonna go to Trail Appliances. Let's see if I can find. Oh gosh, right here, right here. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look what I have to deal
This is
with.
crazy, hey? I'm into it.
Look at
Hello,
that.
and today.
Oh gosh.
What a dump.
Look at the floor. Look how wet
Hello,
the
and
floor is.
today we have the whole team here. Hi.
Oh, I did captions at this point, unless.
Look at these beautiful floors.
Oh wow. Okay. Anyways, doesn't matter. The roof was leaking and that sucked, and I was really annoyed. And I'm pretty sure I fell asleep at that block. Anyways, doesn't matter. All right, on to the next thing. Trust the process. I think I was just tripping. Trust the process. What does that even mean? See, I think this is where I'm learning more about YouTube. Um, I think me doing this is just talking to the lawyers or talking to, yeah, it's mostly the lawyers. Oh gosh. So many lawyers, so many stuff happening with the building that we bought 3 years ago. Not your not so average lunar banquet. That's happening again this year on the 25th, I believe. So that's a Saturday, and what's beautiful about that, it's going to be above Boa and Hare because we're in the Pacific Mall. We're going to open that for private and make some extra cash money, baby. We're going to shake some cocktails. Quiet days. I guess it's just going to show homes and playing volleyball. Oh yeah, it is going to show homes and literally playing volleyball. That's sweet. Now in 2024, YOLO wanted to do the Great Van Block Party. So this is where I'm gonna Wilson in third person, where I was just like, what'd be really funny if we had a block party and we just called that a Van Block Party, and that idea just sparked this creative side of me in February, January, February, and I started planning it. Started talking to city councilors, started getting letters of recommendation, and I kind of just YOLO'd it because I didn't really know how to do it properly or improperly. So you just kind of throw everything at your creative side of executing an idea, and you just have to have a full belief and conviction. So that video is mostly going again through the process of how did I do the things that I do, because sometimes I have no idea what's going on. You just got to do it. Networking, really straightforward business. This is actually Remax River City yearly. That was their yearly awards banquet, and then of course more volleyball. And this is when I was subbing for Rice for Life and preparing for presentations. Lots of partying, I guess. Lots of events. Happy birthday, Gally. She rented out Airbnb and just enjoyed it. Actually, I go play volleyball later today, that's with Gally's brother, Alvin. And dun 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 dun. We did a Van Lock volleyball team. That's how hardcore I got into it, like, and how obsessed I got into it. Taylor's right here, but yeah, just lots of volleyball. Nothing crazy. Just I think now that I've been watching other people do YouTube about volleyball, like there's DT volleyball. So our volleyball friend Dewey, unbelievable content. I think he's got like over 100 plus, 200 plus subscribers on his YouTube. And I love his content. He's all over YouTube and like local here in the city. And then, of course, I follow him on IG, so all his stuff is there. We ended up taking, technically, I'm going to say we tied for third place, but it was great. Another day in the life. It's more show homes and just networking and figuring out what is the. Oh, this is in downtown Towers at the JW Marriott. My mom's performing. My mom got a lot of performance gigs this year, which is really, really cool. Again, learning how to not suck playing volleyball. Day trip to Calgary. Business meetings, charity galas, and more volleyball. Yeah, you can see early in the the winter, it's just volleyball and networking, and I guess watching my mom do performance. Did the Spring Home Garden Show in Grand Prairie, so that was awesome. Cars and Coffee. This is again okay. Well, this scene is mostly doing stuff at at Bow and Hare. You talk for a living. This is at the David St. Gina office where I did another presentation. The full vlog on the tournament. I did. We went to Vernon for a CSP retreat, so the Cutco Sales Professional Retreat. Did some pickleball. Did my first cold plunge. That was, is it guided? Yeah, guided cold plunge. Went on the radio again. Now some of the I don't know. Again, no. This is actually my first time going to the radio station. 6:30 Ched. Daryl McIntyre. He is now retired, but during that time, I was just talking about Chinatown and some of the challenges that it's going through and why optimism is really one of the best solutions to it. So the way I look at it is, yes, there is a ton of social services. Yes, there's a lot of transient and homelessness. Uh, Definitely tons of challenges, but this is my philosophy. If you have a great product and service, it will attract great skills and great talent. And then it's up to those individuals with the skills and talent to have the belief in that neighborhood. And then if they want to pony up, put money where the mouth is, if they want to contribute, and not only by being a patron, but they see an opportunity to do an acquisition or do real estate or even help coach, consult, whatever it may be. The way I look at it is y'all got to stop talking shit about your own backyard. And that's the way I think about it, where if people say, oh, it's Edmonton or whatever city you're in, and you're like, oh, this area's shit, it's bad, da 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 da. Well, do something about it, bro. Because the way I look at it now, it's like, okay, this is post COVID. This is like 5 years, literally 5 years since COVID. So how long would you like to bitch and complain for? Like another 2 years, another 5 years for the rest of your life? So that's kind of where I have such absolute mental fortitude and conviction on my own backyard, because guess what? If no one else is going to do it, I want to do it. And if it's a diamond in the rough and there's opportunity to not only be an opportunistic like business person or monetize a certain avenue or percentage of the businesses that are around there, why not? You can't shame me for trying. Like the amount of craziness that has happened in Chinatown, even for me, wild. Great stories, but batshit crazy. So I digress. What else did we talk about? Honestly, it's just Chinatown stuff. You can hear it on the news and all that fun stuff. The calm before the storm of Van Block. Now that was a little wild because going into the Van Block party, no joke, it was so much work. Any of these videos really don't do it justice because you can see like how big of a hiatus I had from pickleball to the radio interview. It's like a full month of just grinding and grinding. But with the phone, I'm able to capture these moments. But boy, oh boy, did I ever like I was tripping. It's probably subjective stress, but I'm very grateful to be put in a position where I get to be creative and have full control over how my vision comes to life. Did it go exactly the way that I envisioned it? Yeah, yeah, I did. Meaning it's never been done, therefore I get to pioneer it, and I think that's really, really cool. So 2025, there's going to be another Van Block party. Some of the things that I couldn't control was the Oilers going into the longest playoff for the Stanley Cups in the history of Edmonton. So it went all the way post June, and that was kind of crazy. Did I know that it was going to be the coldest of all time in the history of Edmonton in 100 years on June? What was it? 7, 8 at 3 degrees, absolutely pouring. Oh my god, no, I didn't control that. But what I'm grateful for is all the volunteers, all the sponsors. Like Remax gave us like 21 tents. All the capital sponsors from like the Downtown Business Association, the Switch, Stationland, Qualico, and some of the even service credit union, like the bank. Like they really believe in this area, and they believed in my vision and my leadership to run the whole thing. My really great friend Alfred got a chance to fly over to Edmonton, and he got to. He's from Virginia, and he got to experience the hospital in Alberta, the free healthcare, because I was an idiot and I was running with scissors, and I stabbed my hand, scissors right through my hand, like right here. You can't see the scar because I actually started massaging the scar tissue, so it's nice and flat again. But yeah, that was a silly ordeal. So, note to self: do not run with scissors, and please don't run with scissors. That's a public service announcement. Okay, I'm back. It's been super busy. More events. This is a drumming group at the time, Jing Ching with Christine Lee, and at this point, I didn't really involve myself in the nonprofit sector, but as we progress, I will show you more. Post Van Block Party celebration, creating events at Van Block. We did a Build Your Own Gundam night. Again, I got a chance to be on the radio, but this time I was a host. Some of the foodies and I did the whole big pizza eatery thingy. BTS Block Party. This is with the HDC Nate dance group, so they got a chance to do their BTS Block Party and dance, which was super cool. Very, very grateful for that. Realtor events, sponsorships, just honestly giving money away, giving Cuckoo away. We're not giving money away, you know. I do make it back by flipping some blades. We did the Van Block car show. Hey, look, it's Dewey. He was showing me the Osmos 3. So that was cool. He comes to Van Block once in a while to support. As you can see, this is where I was like pissed. This is the roof.
Hello, and today we're.
Oh,
That is,
look at this. Bro, it's raining.
gross.
Why is he down this pipe though?
Oh! Yeah, this melted my brain. Melted my brain. Anyways, long story short, the roof was leaking, and that's super annoying. And you can probably see why. It took us a freaking full year now. That's crazy. A full year to not only sign the contract, but to build this whole thing out. It's insane. Animathon, Nam and Eric got a chance to play for the first time at Animathon. They also played at the Great Van Block Party, and that was super fun. Honestly, I should talk a little bit more about the Van Block Party. It was awesome. It was unbelievable. We had a huge stage, great sound system, great performances, minus the rain. If it was summer, like beautiful weather, night and day. So Churchill, Disney on Churchill, it'd be at a summer festival. So now we're kind of in like that August, September weather where Van Lock After Dark, there's this clip. Oh shucks, I forgot. If you just put bakery DJ session on YouTube, it will show up where people were DJing at a bakery. And I was like, you know what? I think that's super cool. So we did that version of it. We covered the freezers with a tablecloth, and then we had all of our DJ set, and then we just did a car show at the same time, which was sick. The I believe I'm gonna call him the candidate. So Nenshi is a candidate for the New Democrat Party for the politics. Anyways, we got a chance to host them. I'm still learning a little bit more about the politics in Chinatown, And yeah, did a whole bunch of stuff with the Ma Society. They have an amazing facility here in the city. So it talks about where the Ma's came from, how they came from it, the history of the Ma's, why many people immigrated, where they were in the railroads, where they were working, a lot of the head tax, all of that history. I think is a beautiful thing. So now, I mean, I'm going to talk it into fruition, but just even for myself, being engaged in Calgary BIA, which is the business improvement area in Calgary, in the Chinatown sector, and also um, the Wong's Association in Vancouver, for me, that's really unique and really cool. So, Gymshark in New York, we got flown out to Gymshark in New York, their supplier conference. Artie and I, Artie is the owner of North Lift Belts, and I'm just a really, really great friend of Artie. And we're working on a project right now together, and I will be posting a little bit more about it after January 18th because him and I are flying out to Birmingham to the headquarters, but I'm going to keep it a little shh for now. Eating Edmonton, that is where, when we opened up Van Lock and did the acquisition last year, 2023, 2 years ago, I guess, 2023, our friends actually started doing episodes with Tell a Story Hive, where they got a grant and they had to do these beautiful episodes about food places, or in this case, they wanted to do something with food. So we did the interview and the filming and the whole thing. So everything's self-edited, self-filmed, and I think it's a really wonderful program and grant that the city has to offer, specifically Telus Hive has to offer. The Azure Drake, let me tell you this. This is insane. Damn. Enough said. That's actually at Busy Rock, or Brandon's mural, where he spent, gosh, I think he did that thing in like 2 months. It was actually insane. Like going through the grant process and then not only executing on the grant, then he had to actually do the painting and he crushed that in like 3 weeks. It was insane. Just doing my best, guys. Just doing my best. $480,000 for Chinatown. That means that Will and I went to City Hall and we spoke on the behalf of Chinatown on the things that we're doing, and we got a Chinatown vibrancy grant for 480 for the next 2 years. So in total, it's 960,000. So out of the $480,000, that means we can do the Van Block party again, and that's really exciting because I want to keep going. I want to keep doing my best for Chinatown and see what I can do. The traditional Chinese drumming, this is me going to Jingqing at the Hakka Wui and just learning how to play some traditional Chinese drumming. Oh, I guess in the front of this video is just mostly touring station lands and the Switch and looking at some of the 2 beds, 1 bath, pretty much stuff like that. Went to Toronto to sell knives for Richard Robbins. You know what? Even prior, where did I go? Yeah, it's Toronto. It's fine. So selling knives in Toronto, baby. I did go to Periphery this year. I don't know if I made a video of it or not, but that's okay. So got a chance to watch Periphery. That was really cool. Went to Toronto. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I went to Toronto, sold some knives. That was awesome. Jiming Hobie Celebration. Oh, this is where we did a sneak peek of Van Block. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I got my things mixed up. Bow and Hair. So this is where we activated Pacific Mall, did that, and then this is what's really cool. Look at this. Ding, 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 ding. 4K Wilson Wong Weekly.
Got caught. He was really shy at
Someone,
one
baby.
point. Timmy's like, I don't want it. And they just
I do want it. I want Sean to continue filming me because I hired a videographer named Sean. So met him through Nate, through an entrepreneurship group / program. I'm a mentor. He was a mentee, and yeah, hired him to follow me around. Everyone needs to have a D-Rock to the Gary Vee and the Jamie to the Joe Rogan, right? So for me personally, after doing all these videos after 10 years, I think it's time for me to up the ante and do it a little bit more high quality, high level. That doesn't mean I don't do like the original, vlog. I'm still going to do that, but Sean's going to continue to do the 4K style and clip it because now I have reels and the reels have been doing quite well. Will's birthday, The signs are up, so Sean was able to fly his drone. We went to the Moss Society here. What else happened? 40 under 40. Will's sister won 40 under 40 here in the city with Foods Repair Shop, so we're really excited about that. Ute One Cultural Association, just helping Christine and Sipu Chang Lee, Hardy, and Fiona and Melina start their Ute One, which is the moon and the cloud. Um, and there's a beautiful story behind that. Fiona's mom passed away, and then they named it after her. Bone hair final fixturing period. Oh, I needed a haircut. But anyways, yeah, everything's pretty much good to go at BH. Um, Gosh, look, isn't that crazy? 57 episodes, meaning I've been able to crank out at least an episode a week, more than an episode a week now. Went to Punta Cana with our investment group. Unbelievable time, beautiful weather. I got to go to the Dominican Republic and just learn more about people, culture, real estate, or giant rectangles in the sky, whatever you want to call it. That was great. Had a great group of friends, great group of accountability partners there too. And the most important thing is going in the hot tub and just shooting breeze and yeah, just building those relationships that can help you grow the business, right? So I was on a yacht and I puked a billion times. Long walks on the beach, watching the sunrise. We went on a catamaran, and that was a lot better for my gut. Literally on the yacht, it was like I was just puking. I puked like 12 times. It was a lot. At the same time, very grateful I got to puke on a yacht overseas in the Dominican Republic. Beggars can't be choosers. Went to La Estancia, which is a development over there. Is that it? Oh yeah, and then we got a chance to do some fashion show stuff. This is really cool. We did an episode with Will. It just sandwiched right there in the middle of the vlog, but that's whatever. I don't really care about that. Fashion show at this Casa de Campo, last day in the Dominican, so we're just circle jerking. And then I go right back to Edmonton and parties. The washroom wall's done. Here, freezers, man. I feel like once you start doing restaurant stuff, like the only thing that you're afraid of is Freon and fridges not working. And obviously plumbing now. What else? Should we buy a fixer upper? Let's see. It's crazy. Major renovations. I'm getting texts coming in too. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. This was in the Parkdale area. I offered 165K on a 42 by 120 lot. Definitely is going to be a teardown. We could have done a lot of great work on it, but you know, why take a step back to go 3 steps forward? Maybe, maybe not. But I'm grateful enough. Like the building that I bought with Will and Mitch 3 years ago, December 2021, we are completely out of that deal. So what that means is I'm free to do anything and whatever I want. So what do? We continue to open our second location. We've got plumbing inspection next week. Nothing crazy. I mean, spoiler alert, I submitted the offer. We never got it. Here, Artie and I are at the lawyer's office to finalize a couple of things with Gymshark. And yeah, there's one more video I'm going to do. So by the time you see this, the video will be done, but it's essentially the New Year's party with Ben and Vicky. But that's my year in review. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully that was a quick and easy one, but that's mostly for me. I love it. You'll see higher quality videos and lower quality, and maybe not lower quality, but the same type of quality on videos. All right. Other than that, you guys are all loved. Peace.